Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Novawar.
And MaximusBlack.
And we're bringing you another When Cheese Fails. This is When Cheese Fails, Season 7, Episode 6, the Season of Great Sex Tapes. Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yes?
Before I continue on the train of thought that I had just before we pressed the record button, hit me up with the sound, oh, you know what's coming, of punching a clown right in the face. That was Woody Woodpecker.
Fuck.
But I'll give it to you anyway because it sounded like a clown.
Okay, thanks.
It's close enough. Because to be fair, Woody Woodpecker did kind of sound like a clown once in a while.
He did.
Good show, by the way. I haven't seen Woody Woodpecker in years.
I don't even remember what the fucking show was like.
You just remember that one thing has just been ingrained in your head?
To be honest, I didn't even know that was Woody the Woodpecker.
Oh.
I thought it was some sort of clown.
Now the more you know.
Great.
The more you know.
Starting over here in the top right position of Antigua, we have Clown Puncher. And bottom left, we have Derek.
Just a huge dichotomy here in terms of names.
Yeah, Derek shit the bed pretty hard.
Derek needed to up his game. At least call himself Derek Puncher or something like that. Imagine that, though.
Derek Puncher?
You only punch people called Derek.
That'd be terrible. Hey, man, what's your name? My name's Derek. Great. Great. It's awesome.
You'd be a hit at parties.
Oh, that was terrible.
That
was terrible, bro. That was fucking terrible.
Actually, no, you'd be a hit at parties if you were a clown puncher more than if you were...
Yeah, because you'd always have something to punch.
Yeah,
anyway.
Exactly. Every children's parties. Anyway.
This is supposed to be When Cheese Fails,
yep.
And I'm not really seeing much of a cheese so far. I'm seeing the gateway down here. I don't know if he's planning on...
Brace yourselves. This is the closest facsimile to even remotely close, even though it's not even really cheese, out of 180 emails today. Jeff and I had the most epic what is happening to StarCraft and why is LoL kicking everything's ass conversation for a good solid probably hour and a half. While we went through 180 emails to find when... there it is.
Okay, there it is. All right, we're good. Speaking of replays, guess what?
Guess what?
The website is finally a thing. And by the time this is out, it should be live, right?
Well, this won't go up until Sunday, so odds are in our favor. I'm not going to actually say anything just in case shit goes sideways. But very soon!
Yeah, you'll probably get an update video on LAGTV when it comes out.
Actually, you'll probably be up this before this video goes up, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, absolutely.
Future us, good job on that video.
Sweet. So the proxy hatch here... in the base of Derek. Derek has no idea. Of course, he will find out once the creep starts to spread around. And a probe up here just got murked, I think, by 2 lings. Sorry about that.
That's what you get when you walk into the base of a clown puncher.
Also, Derek must be thinking something's up. Oh, shitty titties.
You have a habit of pressing the back button.
Yeah, I do. I really do. What am I doing here? There we go. I want the V.
You want
I want
V,
the V.
Not B.
Yes, that's right. He knows that there's no hatch here. So that's awfully weird. He didn't scout the gold, so that is a possibility, I guess. He may think that the Zerg went right for the gold, but...
he then would have wanted to go scout the gold if that was the case.
Just like touch the tower, but he didn't do that, so he has no idea. But obviously now he knows something's going down. Well, there is a queen being produced, and a couple of drones going to be building some spine crawlers.
You know, this is now, I think, the second, maybe in a row. Was the last When Cheese Fails a proxy, or the one before that?
I have no idea.
One of the two, anywhere were proxy. Zerg is getting awfully freaking aggressive with these hatcheries.
You know what? They frickin' work unless, like, you scout it out and you're ready for it. Because luckily for him, he didn't do a Forge Fast Expand, so he has more than one gateway going to be available for him.
Exactly.
But if you're doing a regular Forge Fast Expand and you don't scout out a proxy hatch, it is so hard to kill because you only can produce 1 unit at a time. Your warp gate research isn't finished, and you're gonna have to sack a lot of probes. So even if you end up killing the hatch and everything else around it,
this happens.
You're behind. Yeah.
1 probe already down, and absolutely nothing even got done there.
No.
Queen was like, denied.
Huh. So the only way that Derek's gonna be able to stop this is if somehow he can predict when these spine crawlers are going to uproot and try and get back down into the creep. So that he can actually go and attack at like the perfect time. Now a second queen out in here, and look at this. That is a manor dump right in Derek's base. Like shitting all over his base right now. and the spine crawlers just all over the place. This is done. This is just finished.
No, he needs to ignore that. He needs to probably wall, not even wall because he's got spine crawlers. He just needs to get as many units as humanly possible. Preferably stalkers would be great.
He needs to attack his opponent's base.
Yeah.
And just stop this.
Yeah, just make
and get a void ray out.
Something, anything. But the problem is he's walled off his entire front.
What, did he? No, this is
Oh, okay, no, that's open. Okay, we didn't scroll down that far.
No, he's alright.
That would have been a problem. But yeah, this will do. This will do okay. Maybe not as effective as, like you were saying, going and actually just attacking the guy that has nothing in his base.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to go attack the dude, and then you just had a couple of sentries here to protect your ramp so that nothing came down, you'd be in much better shape because you're going to force him to make units over here, and you're also going to just kill him. And then chances are...
That's a great outcome, actually.
Yeah,
if you just kill him,
the game's over.
That's the best case scenario.
But chances are what would happen is he'd build a drone here and then take over this base, so you'd still have to deal with this at some point.
But you'd be way farther ahead.
Absolutely. But now he's going to sack a bunch of stalkers here to try and get rid of all this, and he's going to allow the Clown Puncher...
Is sack today's word of choice?
Did I say sack?
Yeah, you're sacking... He was sacking probes, and now the other guy is sacking spine crawlers.
Oh, I got a sack on my mind.
They call it teabagging.
Yeah,
actually.
There you go. Well, whatever.
Teabagging your mind. That sounds both painful and kind of scientifically awesome.
Well, you know, Derek, I guess, is doing a good job. He's losing minimal stalkers. I'm not going to say sacking anymore, just because now it's weird.
He's not sacking his stalkers. He's doing an okay job.
He's doing all right, but Clown Puncher's the one that's shit in the bed now. He's not really doing anything back at home except for building a bunch of Zerglings.
The Zerglings just keep multiplying every time we go back to that base. We were back there a couple minutes ago. It was 4 of them. Now there's like 14 or more than that. What is that? It's like 24.
He didn't expand and like just start using this to his advantage, but he keeps building units here. Like why in the hell would you build 3 sets of lings when you have absolutely... You know what? That ling got 1 scratch off and hurt a shield. That's what that 150 mineral is just shit.
He tickled him.
Like, what's the point of doing...
He walked over to him with...
What's the point of that? What is the point of that? I don't get it.
There is no point. That's the joke.
Great.
And he is a clown.
Finally, now he's going to expand.
Oh, now he's going, oh, okay, well, now that I have wasted hundreds of minerals on random frivolous shit, now's the perfect time to expand.
And there we go, wasting a bunch of time here on this larva. All you
How
need to do
many drones does he even have?
Probably not a lot. 14, great.
That is not enough to be expanding at this point in the game.
That's not even enough to stay in this game. Like, you should have just GG'd out.
No, he's building more lings, dude.
Oh yeah, no, he thinks this is gonna win against this. It's not. I can tell you that right now.
You know what's impressive? He's got 660 gas basically mined up here from 1 geyser so he can go into roaches.
Yep.
For a very short period of time.
Yep. I don't know how long this game is, but we're 11 minutes in now, and I don't see it lasting more than 15 minutes, or by the next, like, once this blink is done. I just don't see how this is going to work. There's enough zealots to be the meat shield in up front, and the stalkers obviously.
Or moral support in back too. That works.
Too. They can be that too.
They can cheerleaders. Bob would look great with a couple of pom-poms.
And here we go. He's coming down with the mass amount of lings. The question is he going to be able to get a good surround here?
No, it's possible.
Yeah, it is very possible.
Oh, Bob's tanking up front. There we go.
There it is. Bob's going to be... Oh, but the Stalker's not really doing any attack here. The Bobs are being able to soak up a lot of the damage. And is Blink finished? No. I feel like he could have attacked a lot better with those Stalkers that are sort of running around doing nothing for a few moments.
Well, he backed them off there when the Zealots were taking all the damage, but the Stalkers didn't actually do any of the damage. They just walked backwards and let all of the Zealots do their work, which is great, because it allowed the Stalkers to get away scot-free, but at the same time, a lot of those Zealots probably could have survived that exchange, actually, had the Stalkers been attacking at the same time. So, bit of a fumble there by Derek, as we move into what seems to be the final stages of the game here. He's putting down his proxy pylon.
Wow, he is all creeped out here in his main.
That's
There's
unfortunate.
Just no way he's getting another base.
No.
And you know what? I know I was kind of doubting Clown here for a bit, but he's starting to make a bit of a comeback. He still hasn't, when I say comeback, I mean he's getting a lot of units, but he still doesn't have a lot of drones. He might be able to hold this.
Well, Jeff.
Might.
Well, Jeff, if he sacks a bunch of lings, I think he has the ability to win this.
No, he doesn't. No,
I just wanted to say
I know
sack.
it's a sack. Yeah. Oh man! Wow, this is a pretty big.
Well, this is getting dry.
This is a pretty big snore fest.
This is getting dry.
I'm going to MLG.
You are going to MLG.
I'm going on Thursday, and I'll be there for a couple of days. I can't stay for the full time because
you have to come back to sign things.
Yeah. I get my new house November 6th. I'm pretty excited about that. And also, it was LAGTV's birthday on the 28th of this month.
Yes, technically speaking.
Technically, it'll be.
I don't think we posted until the 1st of November, though, didn't we?
No, we didn't. But the channel was created.
Yes,
on October 28th.
On the 28th.
So it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. We are old in YouTube years. That's like dog years.
Yeah, it really is.
But even longer.
Yeah.
So instead of like, what's the ratio? 1 to 7? It's more like 1 to 70. We're 140 years old.
We're old as shit. But hey, whatever. We got a long life to live. Boss. So, Stalkers are coming in here, tearing apart the Clown Puncher. And this is going to be a GG here any given moment. And I said 15 minutes, and it looks
That's pretty close.
It could be 15. Yeah, the drones are now being pulled.
Here they go.
Wow, out of all the games,
this is it.
This is the best one we had.
This is all we've got. What can we do to make this entertaining? What could we possibly do? All right, this is what we're going to do. Are you ready for this?
What?
Prepare yourself. Okay. We're going to do a montage of clown punching, and I want you to come up with a different sounding clown for each punch. And we're just going to see how many we can get before you inevitably come back to Woody Woodpecker.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
So am I the one that's doing
You're the one
sounds?
doing the sounds. I'm gonna punch clowns in the face, theoretically speaking, because we don't actually have one here on set. It'd be great if we could.
Fuck,
so
I don't know.
punch.
This
So
is
I'm gonna
stupid because I don't know how many clowns I have in me.
Just make that shit up.
Okay.
Just make it up. Hell, it doesn't even have to sound like a clown. Just make it entertaining.
Okay,
You know,
okay, all right. I'll do my
Okay.
part.
All right, ready. Hup! Fucking clown! Hup!
Hey, I'm a clown. Hey, I'm a clown. I'm running low, bro.
One more.
That's all I had.
My hand is gonna be bruised. I just want to let you know that.
Oh, that's I don't know how
we
entertaining
did
was,
that. That
but
was probably not entertaining
that's
at all.
probably not that. This is embarrassing.
All
Actually.
right. Well, that's pretty much all I got. Really.
That's all I got.
That's really, that's all. We tried.
We tried. We fucking tried.
We tried. You can't always get it. You can't always.
You guys can give us a sympathy like. You can do that.
Yeah, for all the clowns that got punched in the face. Throw out that sympathy like. You know, I was waiting all match to be able to use a Derek Zoolander joke, and we never once got the opportunity.
Sour. I'm sure we'll cast another Derek game, or even a Zoolander game at some point.
Oh wait.
What are you up to?
Okay, so Derek won the game, right? Okay. Now you might not. This might not initially register.
Okay.
But we're gonna give this. This is the best I've got, guys. All right. So give me all the cookies if you think this works. It looks like the first time in, or looks like for the first time in Derek's life, things went right. Yeah.